Hi, I'm Rick. I'm the Customer Service Director here at ProSource Packaging in Houston. And today what I want to show you is the operation of the CP316 S2i Plus. This is a new machine, and it's the first of its kind in America that has what's called inverter technology integrated into it. And what that does is take the regular single-phase power that comes out of a normal wall socket and converts it into three-phase power. There are three main advantages of using this inverter power. Number one, it makes the motor run much quieter on the machine. Number two, it allows for soft startups. And number three, and the most important, it saves about 25% of your electrical consumption to operate the machine. What I want to do is go ahead and demonstrate how the machine works and some of the features on the machine. First of all, you have a main power switch here, and all that you need to do is flip it to the on position to energize the machine. This switch can also be used as a lockout device. You can pull this up and insert a padlock here if you want to prevent unauthorized people from operating the machine. I'm going to take it out for purposes of this demonstration. I'll now energize the machine, and I should let you know that normally you would want to have a catch bin here, a box or a cart or wagon or whatever to catch the shreddings that come out of the machine. We've removed that for purposes of this demonstration so that you can clearly see what comes out. Now we'll walk over, and all you have to do to start the machine is hit the on button. And I don't know if you can hear it on the video because it's so quiet, but the motor is running and the shredder heads are turning. And now we're going to run a few test pieces through here so you can see how it shreds. Okay, we're going to get some boxes and shred them now. Paul, can you give me a few?
Sure.
You'll see that the machine can accept up to 1/3 of an inch of cardboard thickness. What we have here is a regular shipping box that we've just broken down flat. And we're now going to run it through the machine. And you'll notice there's a cutoff right here. And you can run it through and get a full pass, or you can run it through and get a partial pass, and it will just cut off the excess for you. Now this remainder we can just feed through the machine, and it also gets shredded. We'll run some more through. Notice that the type of packaging material we're making today is what we call the pre-cushion. It's the fluffy type of material, and it's up to your preference as to which one you want to make. I'm going to show you in a minute here how to make the other type of material with this same machine. All cushion pack machines will make both types of material. You can see it's coming out the back. What it does, we have these springs engaged here, and what it does is increase the retention time that the shreddings stay in the machine, so they basically get re-shredded and fluffed up a little bit. Run some more through so that you can see how it gathers up, and eventually it exits the machine at the back. Okay, now let's look at what it's produced. You can see here it's the real fluffy type of light material that can be used to package small parts or to create a bed even for heavy parts if you wish. And now what I'm going to do is turn the machine off. I'll disengage the master switch, and I'm going to disengage these springs, which is pretty easy to do. And now we're going to be able to run through and create flattened material. Okay, now we're going to restart the machine and we're going to produce some flattened material. We'll first turn on the master power switch and then turn on the on button. Alright, this is going to produce what we call the flattened material. You'll notice we have packing tape on here, and packing tape and packing lists don't really affect the machine. I'll show you how we take care of that here in a little bit. Okay, you can see at the back of the machine the different type of packaging material this creates. This is almost like a woven blanket. We call this the flattened material. And now to compare it to the pre-cushion material we had earlier, you can see the difference. And all cushion pack machines will create both types of these materials. Now, how do we combat the adhesives that get caught up on the machine? We leave the machine running and we simply take a can of WD-40 and we spray it on the cutters. And you'll want to do that about every 2 hours of operation to keep the cutters free of these adhesives. It creates a surface that the adhesive doesn't like to stick to. So we can pull the excess out. And now we'll turn the machine off, lock it out, and I'm going to show you that was one step of the easy maintenance on this machine. The other step is very easy also. About once a week, you'll come over to this oil port and you'll just apply about 4 or 5 drops of oil to the chain. And that's it for maintenance. If you take care of your machine, don't feed heavy metals through it, it's going to last for years and years. Staples can go through the machine. We don't recommend you do it because it will dull the cutters out quicker than it should. If you accidentally get a staple through every now and then, not to worry. It can handle it. We just recommend you don't give it a steady diet of staples. Okay, we're going to show the final feature on this machine, and that's what to do in the event of an emergency. Say that you have something that's going to feed into the machine that you don't want to feed into it, and you just need to take very quick action. You can do that by hitting the big red emergency stop button, and that instantly stops the machine and prevents anything to go through the machine that might damage it. And then to reset the e-stop, you just turn it to the right like that, power it down, everything's fine. Now if we want to reset it, we just hold the reverse button in for a few seconds and it resets the machine. Now it will run again. One last thing I'd like to show you, since you can only see the exterior of the machine here, I'd like to show you how robust the heart of this machine is. Let me borrow a piece of cardboard there just so we can protect this machine. I'm going to show you what the inside of this machine looks like. This is the cutting block that goes in the machine, and you can see that it's a very heavy-duty piece of equipment, precision made, has heavy-duty sprockets and gears on it. And the secret of creating the shreddings are this detanted cutting wheel, and that's what produces the packaging material that you see. This is also a cushion pack exclusive. If you're interested in saving money on your cost for disposal of waste cardboard, your cost of buying styrofoam peanuts, your cost of buying bubble wrap, this is an ideal solution to cut down or eliminate those costs completely. You can give us a call here at ProSource. We can send you samples if you'd like to see and feel and touch them, or you can just call in and we'll give you a quotation on the machine. And that'll bring to a conclusion our introduction to the CP316 S2i Plus.